A woman in North County is speaking out tonight after a man who was impersonating a deputy tried to pull her over in Oceanside.
Yeah, as CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, Alicia Engel has a warning for other drivers. Do not pull over if you don't feel safe.
I was driving to work. I worked the night shift, and I was on a windy, kind of dark road.
It was 11:30 at night, and Alicia Engel had a bad feeling about the car behind her with flashing red and blue lights.
I kind of was suspicious right away because it was not the kind of car that cops drive.
The man following her on North River Road in Oceanside, allegedly impersonating a deputy, was Michael Carmichael, driving a Toyota Camry.
It was like swerving back and forth, like flashing his high beams at me. Like, obviously this person wanted me to pull over.
But Alicia did not pull over. Instead, she drove to a well-lit intersection and called 911. Suddenly, the car with flashing lights behind her was gone. The next month, Carmichael was arrested after a deputy noticed him on the side of the road pulling over a different woman. Carmichael fled the scene and crashed his Camry into a tree.
They say, oh, he didn't intend to assault anybody. I don't know how they can know that, considering he had all these dangerous weapons.
Deputies found sheriff's tactical gear, including a pellet gun, brass knuckles, and a baton. Carmichael was charged in court with pulling over 7 different drivers, but he ended up pleading guilty to 1 felony count of evading arrest and 1 felony count of impersonating an officer. The other charges, including Alicia's incident, were dropped as part of a plea bargain.
That plea bargain kind of happened like out of nowhere behind the victims, but like we weren't taken into consideration at all.
To make matters worse, Alicia and the other victims were unable to speak at Carmichael's sentencing hearing last month because of a miscommunication about where the court hearing was held.
I wanted to speak in court because I wanted to ask that they give him a fair punishment. I don't feel that letting him back out on probation is at all beneficial to anybody.
Alicia has a warning for other drivers.
All I can say is just be safe. Don't ever pull over for someone if you don't feel safe. Wait till you're in a lit intersection.
Carmichael was sentenced last week to 1 year in jail. But because of good behavior credits, he only has to serve about half of that time. And because of credits for time served since his arrest, his projected release date is November 10th.
Wow, that's in just about a month. Now, David, people might think this is not something that happens very often, but I understand that Alicia, the woman in your story, had been pulled over before by someone else impersonating an officer.
Yeah, believe it or not, she told me she was pulled over by this guy last year in Riverside County. His name is Ryan Meeker. He was convicted up there, and he currently is on probation for impersonating an officer. So maybe Alicia's just unlucky, but it does seem to happen more frequently than you might think.
And again, the message, do not pull over if you don't feel safe. Thanks so much, David, for sharing that story.